You know, you hung up on me because you didn't let me finish. And the reason you really hung up on me is because you can't defend it. And because people will die. You know, when there was less cars on the road, less people died. When there's more guns on the street, more people die. And then when you got people that don't even have any training, never held a gun before going to buy a gun, and carry around on their hips. Look, if you can't see the danger in that, then you can't what you call critically think. And you can't, and that's why you can't even have a discussion, because you can't clearly think. You can't even respond to me because you can't defend it. You just are. I don't understand how you feel so threatened by that you have to be able to have everybody walk around with a gun on their hip. Hell, Dodge City took guns out of town. I mean, the thing is, you can't even talk about it because you can't defend it. And it will get overturned eventually because it's absolutely asinine, just like every sheriff and everybody else thinks it is.
So I can't critically think according to this guy, but I can get gun bills passed with constitutional carry. And that's why this moron called me, stating that it was my fault, called me out by name and said it was my fault that the shootout in the Walmart parking lot in Duncan, Oklahoma was my fault because of constitutional carry. Now, for starters, in Walmart, that was a murder-suicide. There was no shootout because that would be at least a return of gunfire with what happened in this weird love triangle. And the second part he did fail to mention is that there was another person there with a firearm that was approaching, and the murderer decided that it was time to commit his last murder and took it upon himself to do so. So by the time there's people like this, and I get this call, I'm driving down the road, and it rings, and I get this, and so I hang up because I'm trying to tell, and he's telling me I'm participating in this murder, basically, and it's my fault. So you can understand why I don't have a whole lot of time to sit and listen to him. So he calls back, and he left that message before I could get his call blocked to keep from calling me again. But anyway, this is some of what the mentality we deal with. But folks, you just heard this guy. He's ready for this to get flipped. He's ready for our rights to be taken right back away from us, that we just finally got a little bit restored. And he'll be all for it. I'm sure he's a tough guy, and he's got it all figured out because he's a critical thinker, and we're not. So his critical thinking will probably end up getting him killed, because he thinks he can probably just critically think some bad guy into being nice, as we have seen does not work too well. So anyway, this is Don Spencer, president of the Oklahoma Second Amendment Association. If you like these videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I appreciate your support. And folks, we'll keep you on touch of what's going on.